What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today I'd like to talk to you about the EWMC Annual Leadership Conference. It's a conference that takes place every year in January, right around the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday weekend, and ours this year just finished on yesterday. This year's theme, inspiring resilience and nurturing strength, two very, very vital traits that labor must exercise. Resilience and strength, because the owners have the money. So what we have to bring to the fight is resilience and strength. And most importantly, solidarity amongst workers. Solidarity amongst workers wins always, never loses. I gotta say that I left the conference inspired, as I always do. Saw a lot of familiar faces from yesteryear that I haven't seen in almost 10 years. Seeing those faces was so nostalgic. It brought back so many great memories of Houston and Kansas City, the two EWMC conferences that I actually attended in person. And both of those conferences, I learned so much and met so many great people that to this day, we still have those relationships, and it's really, really cool. Whether it was my brother Wendell or Carlos or my sister Jamie or Leon, there's so many that I saw that I recognized from back then that I can't even name them all. It was too many to count. For those who don't know, the EWMC is the Electrical Workers Minority Caucus. We are a caucus completely sanctioned and supported by the IBEW. We come together yearly, but due to the pandemic, the conference has been held virtually for the last 2 years. At conference, we take workshops and learn how to be better unionists, better leaders, and advocates for labor, human, and civil rights, which really all rights fall under the umbrella of human rights. Because labor rights are human rights, and civil rights are human rights, and so they're all related. We also listened as our IBEW leaders and supporters talk to our delegation and share their concerns for the future of labor. They come and speak to the EWMC because they know we are all about the work. We're all about the hard work, the volunteer work, the election work, the outreach work, the community work, the hard mother-loving work. That's what the EWMC is about. Take the words of Chris Erickson, business manager for Local 3. Among the rising tide of fascist tendencies, his speech focused on the need for solidarity. There was that word again. Among working people. His message was fantastic and filled with hope and unity. He spoke of the lasting impact of the life of Martin Luther King Jr. He remarked that he could not imagine what life would look like if Martin Luther King Jr. never existed. Quite frankly, I can't imagine that either. He said we have come a long way but have so far to go in order to achieve racial justice. That's true. Or you could take the words of Meng, Congresswoman for New York's 6th District. She said, too many have suffered, and government hasn't done enough to ease that suffering during this pandemic. She was emphatic in her praise of IBEW Local 3 and its community outreach. Thanks to our members, communities felt some small relief. She said the strength of our nation comes from the diversity of our communities. International President of the IBEW, Lonnie Stevenson, also attended and spoke. He talked about solidarity, about the need to organize everyone. When you say the word everyone, you cannot exclude anyone. We are to organize everyone. Everyone means everyone. You got it. Workers are coming together all over the country, he said. He mentioned Starbucks and Google, but there are so many awakening to the benefit of unions. Unions are more popular than ever in recent memory, enjoying a 66% approval rating by the public. That's big, and it's unheard of in my lifetime. In the electrical industry, we're experiencing a major workforce shortage. He spoke of the need to increase our numbers. He was passionate about the need for the IBEW to reach out and organize our underrepresented communities. He said diversity, equity, and inclusion is how we grow the IBEW. When referring to the EWMC in his closing statements, he said, the EWMC isn't just changing the face of the IBEW, it's powering the movement. Once again, I couldn't agree more. If you're in the IBEW and you're not a member of the EWMC, you're doing it wrong. Because if you're a member of the IBEW, then chances are you believe in some real homegrown labor activism. And the EWMC is the place for homegrown labor activism. So if you're not a member of the EWMC and you're an IBEW member, shame on you. Become a member. Later, we broke out into our workshops. There were 10 or so really, really good workshops. I was only able to attend 2. Adaptive Leadership in the Changing World was the title of one of the workshops. And Ready to Grow Our Union, Organizing is the Crucial Tool. And I gotta tell you, I gained a wealth of knowledge from both courses, but most importantly, I logged out of our conference invigorated, energized, super hopeful, and ready to get into the fight. I haven't had this feeling in years. And those who know me best might find that last statement to be quite surprising. But it's true though. Motherfuckers better watch out. Watch out. Because we coming. We're about to get wrecked about this labor thing of ours. But I need you to get ready too. I need you to get ready to get into the fight. Get excited. We will be the sword of the poor, working poor, underclass, and underserved. It's through our collective efforts that we defeat racism, fascism, corporatism, and the greed of the ruling class. Solidarity will lead the way. Together, brothers and sisters, there is no goal we cannot accomplish. So aim high, real high. And remember, the fight isn't left or right, it's up and down. And it will take solidarity to win, always. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this video. Let's go. Anyway, my name's Eric. You've been watching Union Minded, and catch you on the next one. Peace.